Moments away at Talking Stick Resort Arena, downtown Phoenix. The Heat taking on the Suns. For Miami, every game presents another chance to improve and refine their brand of basketball. They want to win each half, each quarter, each minute, each possession. Suns, Heat. Don't leave your seat. We'll be right back.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Tonight we'll see the Miami Heat playing against the Suns out in Phoenix. For Phoenix, they feel like they have a lot of potential, but they're struggling right now. Some people on the outside have questioned their effort. Internally, they say that's not an issue. They just haven't played their best ball. And guys, the 7-footer, like that tall,
right?
DeAndre Ayton, #1 overall pick for the Suns.
Best center ever.
Shaq, what do you see as his trajectory going forward?
I would like to see him become a little bit more aggressive, but right now he's big, athletic, good hands. He's a more traditional center than some of the young bigs out there.
Yeah, he might be the best center that ever put on a Suns uniform one day.
Oh, yeah.
Watch your mouth.
I forgot. I'm sorry. But, he likes to operate, like Shaq said, with his back to the basket. And he one day might be the best Suns center ever to put a uniform on.
Watch your mouth.
That'll wrap it up as we take you courtside.
Joe Klein would be very upset.
Thank you for joining us.
Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You look at Phoenix, lurking in the basement of the conference for the time being. They're not pleased with their performance so far this season.
And I think for the Suns, they're already looking to the offseason, and that's a shame. Their fans deserve a little bit more from this team.
Yeah, the body language right now kind of telling the story. Losing takes a huge toll on you, especially during an 82-game grind.
And we've got time for a quick pregame report. With that being said, let's head to the sideline and our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. D.A.?
Well, guys, since Devin Booker's been in the pros, he's been able to show his ability to create. He said at Kentucky, all I shot was catch and shoot threes. I was fitting in with my team, playing off of others. But my dad always taught me the fundamentals. I don't want to rely on one thing. Being good at everything is how you earn your spot on the floor. Devin?
He's doing it all, D.A. Thanks. Many players on their best behavior to start the year. Do things get more chippy as the season goes on?
If you were in a marriage, Kevin, let's say, and you are. Let's say you had what's called the honeymoon phase.
Yes.
Right around December, that's about your 5th year of marriage. And guys start to think about, you know what, I keep seeing you every day, and I don't like how it is that I'm playing, and I don't like where we are right now. It's cold in this gym. What is going on? That might spill over occasionally to competition on the floor.
Well, because my wife plays this game, watches our broadcast,
yeah.
I'm always in the honeymoon stage.
I'm looking at you, Kevin, and I cannot believe you just said that.
I can't believe she's playing it. So here is Miami's starting group. At the 2 and the 3, it's Butler and Winslow. Bam Adebayo is out there with Myers-Leonard, and it's Dragic in at the 1. And for Phoenix, Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Oubre out there with Bridges, and it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Basket counts. Adebayo's got the opening basket of the game for the Heat.
Yeah, that's a good way to start the game. Nice inside bucket right there.
Now the pass to Ayton. Now the dish to Oubre. Offline with his 3. Dragic against Rubio. Throws it up.
Oh, yikes. Look out below. About that finish.
Whew.
Now, some guys have a hard time finding their teammates in those possessions. Dragic is always looking to dish to get it to the open man.
Now, here's Rubio. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Philadelphia.
And he passed the ball so well in that game, keeping everybody involved, even as he was racking up all those points.
6 on the shot clock. Here's Ayton, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. And Miami called for the foul.
Lots of times you don't mind fouling a big, but Ayton's a solid foul shooter. Didn't get a ton of touches last year, which was interesting for a #1 pick, but Ayton as a rookie had a very, very underrated first season in Phoenix.
Shoot 2.
Free throw drops for Ayton. And with Ayton last season, he just stuck to what he does best. Also, that helped him keep his turnovers down.
Yeah, going to work on the block and having isolations like that, Kevin, will help a big player not have a lot of turnovers. I don't think he saw a lot of double teams last year, and that helped with his efficiency.
And he makes the first, but misses the second.
2018, the first name called in the draft was one DeAndre Ayton out of Arizona. This guy is going to be around for a long time.
Now here's Dragic. He's coming off a 19-point game against Denver.
And you could tell the defense was really nervous dribbling or passing the ball anywhere near him in that one. He took advantage of their indecisiveness continually throughout the night, racking up 3 steals.
Well, it was Miami winning their last game against the Nuggets.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Yeah, it never stopped working. One of those games where just everybody was making shots, continual flow, and a very professional win.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now here's Leonard. He had 10 points in the win against the Nuggets in Denver. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Pretty slick move by Leonard. Catches the defender out of position and draws the foul.
The Heat shooting their first free throws of this game.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
And the first one at the line is good.
If you look at Miami's future and it was inside a crystal ball, that picture's got to be a bit foggy at this point. They've been in the middle of the pack for a long time, but taking a chance this offseason and bringing in Jimmy Butler as their lone star, we'll see if that recruitment process pays off in some ways for Miami to reestablish some of their culture.
Good on both. You know, it seems like every year Miami is barely making or barely missing the playoffs. So, Brent, you're right. They've been close.
They keep it competitive. I just don't think there's a way in which Pat Riley will ever let go of the rope that way and tear down the roster. There's just too much pride, too much competitive fire here for them to do that, and it's not the way that Miami's going to go.
That one goes in.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
And it's Rubio with the ball for Phoenix. 7-point differential. Oubre outside. Launches it. And there's Bridges on the assist by Oubre.
Great idea to get your secondary scorers involved early. This helps keep everybody engaged.
Yeah, and he's so-so from there, but when he's hitting from deep, it's a big confidence builder.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Phoenix is gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. For three, Bridges. That one misses. And it's Miami the other way. Oubre with the steal. Fast break, here come the Suns. Dragic against Rubio. No good there. IT that time from Leonard. Miami leading by 6. Here's Butler. Got a piece of it. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the power rankings. Taking a look at Milwaukee. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And you know, for the Heat, they were obviously hoping to start out better. Still, too soon to panic. But lately, they've had very little luck and seem to be trending in the wrong direction.
This is where the remake of his game is paying off. Leonard now one of the better catch-and-shoot bigs in the NBA.
The Suns have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Rubio against Dragic. Rubio the pass to Ayton. Oubre outside. Clock at 6. Passes to Bridges. Over Winslow. And the shot is long. And it's Miami's ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Here's Dragic. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
Here's Oubre after the made shot from Goran Dragic.
You know, altered shots don't show up on the official stat sheet, but as we saw there, he does a great job of doing that as well as collecting the rebound.
Now here's Dragic. Pass to Leonard. Dishes it to Winslow. And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, that's a whistle he did not want to hear. His second foul, and we're not even out of the first quarter.
And the Suns making a change here. Baines is checked in. Outside Butler. Back to Dragic. Winslow up top, defended by Bridges. The shot by Butler, nobody around. That 3 off the mark.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Pass to Adebayo. 3-pointer. Miami no good on that time either. Suns trail by 10.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
To the middle. They could use a bucket. Oubre can't get it to go.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there. Is it getting cold in here, Kevin? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
A nice shot by Booker.
Catching and shooting with confidence. Devin Booker letting it fly.
Dragic the pass to Butler. There's the pass to Winslow. Shoots over Bridges. That misses off the backboard. Phoenix has gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Winslow the pass to Butler. Rubio looking around. It's stolen by Dragic. And here's the fast break. Winslow's leading the way. Here's Butler. Good, and the nice assist from Winslow. Butler's got his second basket of the night.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
High arcing shot. Another shot. Shot's good by Baines.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. This game against Phoenix here, it's the first look at the Suns.
And just couldn't make the most of their meetings last year. Ended up splitting the season series.
So for the Suns, Kaminsky is checked in for Kelly Oubre. Saric comes in for Mikal Bridges. And it's Tyler Johnson in for Ricky Rubio. The Heat leading by 8. Here's Hero. An 11-point game for him in the win against Denver. Good work defensively by Johnson.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Well, Phoenix shooting 31% here early on. Not getting the shots they'd like. Booker, right side. Kicks to Baines. Pass to Johnson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Suns need to get a shot off. Booker.
And trailing here in the first, you'd like to see them be a little more aggressive on the offensive glass.
Well, the veteran James Johnson has been in the league for quite some time now, and he's had a few different stops. You can't deny the fact that James Johnson has some incredible talents shooting, handling, controlling the offense from that point forward position. He does a really nice job and has found a home here in Miami.
Here's Johnson, still looking for his first bucket in this one. He feeds it to Baines. It's good with the assist that time from Johnson. Baines has got his second basket. And for Johnson now, over a decade of service time in the NBA. Brent, that's some great veteran leadership.
Great veteran leadership, great experience to draw from, but finding a home in Miami. Case in point, last year for the Miami Heat, James Johnson was elected the team captain. So nice to see some of that hard work obviously paying off here in terms of the respectability of James Johnson.
Now here's Booker after Dion Waiters miss. And Booker kicks to Saric. 6 to shoot. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
And taking a look now at the stats for Johnson. Some last season stats for him. Last season chipped in 11 points per game, 3 assists and 3 rebounds. We know that he can come up with the occasional big play, but his overall numbers haven't been impressive.
There is a bit of a feeling they're all looking to him to step up, and they know he's capable of doing it right now, just not getting it done.
Waiters passes to Olynyk. Rebound by the Suns. Here's Johnson. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Well, some good balance from Johnson. Incredible watching him maintain that focus. Look at his eyes on the rim there on that difficult shot.
Now here's Olynyk. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Hero passes to Waiters. Let's go. Johnson can't get it to go. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Phoenix Suns. They trail by 6. The teardrop falls in.
Tyler Johnson not lacking confidence. His handles are pretty tricky, so nice job handling it there.
Waiters against Saric. Waiters no luck.
Now, I'll be honest, I thought there's no way that he's missing that close. That's a bunny. Give it up for the aggressive defense, Kevin.
The Heat leading by 4. Here's Jones. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Derek Jones gets talked about a lot in terms of his dunking prowess and the way that he can get up in the air and maybe make a poster and a memory in the flash of an eye. But beyond the dunks, he's done a good job of really improving his game since coming into the league in 2016.
And he knocks down the first one. Hey, Brent, for Derek Jones, he saw the floor a good amount in his first full season with the Miami Heat.
Derek Jones is somebody that the Miami Heat continue to explore. And I guess if you're within that organization in Miami for a number of seasons, they like something about your competitive spirit. And that's where Derek Jones has probably found a home here in Miami.
And so Jones nails both of them. We've got 1:13 left here in the first quarter. Now Johnson. An 11-point game for him in the win against Philadelphia. Booker outside. Shot clock at 6. Shoots. Off the left rim and out. The Heat leading by 6. Here's Johnson. It's tipped. Booker looking around to the right side. Judge has the open look. Misses the 3. Miami's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Waiters finds Johnson.
Well, that just scrambled the defense all kinds of ways with that great initial pass.
.29 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Johnson, the pass to Šarić. Miami grabs the miss.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, dominant so far. That's the responsibility of the starters. Now let's see if everybody else who plays in this game makes the same kind of high-level contributions.
And so it's Miami with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Versatility is so important in today's NBA. That works just fine for combo guard Tyler Johnson.
I don't really limit myself to one position. I feel like I can guard both positions. Being able to do that, I feel like I'll have the capability to fill in when needed.
And with all the switching we see teams, Greg, employing right now, that defensive versatility is highly prized, highly valuable.
And Johnson, an excellent athlete. He's got the tools to impact the game both offensively and defensively.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And what stands out to you guys from the Heat in this one?
Well, look at the turnover ratio, then look at the score. Easy to see what happened in that first period.
Yeah, hopefully the opposition can recover, because that first quarter defensively was unbelievable, just crippling defense.
On the court for Miami here in the second. James Johnson is out there with Kelly Olynyk. Then there's Dion Waiters. Then it's Jones. And it's Hero in at the point. And Waiters kicks to Olynyk. Back to Waiters. Pass to Johnson. From 12 feet out. No good on the shot. Now the Suns take it the other way. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
Yeah, let's give a shout out to their defense in that one. The intensity, the shot blocking, just a dominant performance.
Yeah, last game was pretty impressive stuff on that end of the floor, just getting up near shooters and blocking as many shots as they did.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Jimmy Butler has made several all-star teams, but he remains single-minded in pursuit of his bigger goal. Butler said, "I just want to win a championship. That's all that matters. I didn't do it in high school, didn't do it in college. If I don't win it here, then I'll go to the 50 and over league someday. But I got to win a championship at some stage." Kevin?
I like that attitude. Thank you, D.A. Johnson against Waiters. Johnson attacking. Count that one. Johnson's got 6. Sometimes when a shooter misses a wide open shot, Brent, you hear, oh, he had too much time. I mean, is that really a thing?
I mean, in life, do we really have to? You never have too much time.
Never have too much time.
You can never have too much time.
I think about Marc Gasol, like in the finals and the playoffs last year. He would sit there and no one would even be around him.
And he's tiptoeing like, do I shoot? Do I shoot? I think it messes with you just in terms of the psychological part about like, why isn't anybody guarding me here? Well, if you're a bad shooter, there's a really good reason why they're not guarding you.
Hero passes to Waiters. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Here's Olynyk. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. On the wing, Johnson. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by Hero.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Johnson outside. Here's Olynyk. Whistle blows, if that's going to be a travel.
And taking a look here at some numbers for Booker. Great showing for him last season. 7th in scoring, and his passing skills were on full display all year. He ranked among the top 15 in assists.
And back to his points per game average last year, he literally propped up the team's offense whenever they needed it. And he comes up with the deuce. 8 points for him.
Like how Johnson gets into the post. Good at executing in the paint that time.
And the Heat call time here.
And Tyler Johnson, a guy that can come off the bench and explode in terms of some scoring and change the pace of the game.
Bridges, he's checked in for Phoenix. The Heat also changing it up. Leonard, he's checked in for Olynyk. Bam Adebayo comes in for Johnson. And it's Justin Winslow in for Waiters. And with the role change for Johnson, Brent, he adjusted well.
He did adjust well, and now here in Phoenix, you wonder how the new coaching staff is going to use him. He's a change of pace player, left-handed, strong and aggressive. Be interesting to see how this year he makes some jumps in his game.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. He dishes it to Bridges. Ayton in the high post. Johnson from outside. But they recover it. Ayton kicks to Johnson. In the corner, it's Bridges. Just 5 to shoot. Second shot opportunity. And the Suns get it back. And Butler sends it back.
And Butler, one of those guys that's terrific at slapping away shots, utilizing that impressive wingspan on defense.
This one for 3. A nice shot by Winslow. And the Heat lead by 7.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
So it's Rubio bringing it up for Phoenix. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. Their next game playing at home as the Nets come into town. That's tipped, and it goes out of bounds. That went off Dragic. And this is what the schedule looks like coming up for the Phoenix Suns. On Sunday, they'll face off against DeAndre Jordan and the Brooklyn Nets. And then on Tuesday, they'll go up against LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers.
And if I'm this team, I'm looking at this as a barometer to see how we stack up against some of the top teams in the league. They'll have to be at their best. But if they come out of this with some success, I think it'll build momentum for the rest of the run.
And if you have credits to give out, give them to Dragic. Stellar defense.
Butler passes to Leonard. Back to Butler. Pass to Winslow. Lock at 6. Adebayo kicks to Winslow. Shoots over Bridges. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Kelly Oubre's checked in for Johnson. Suns trail by 7. Rubio with it. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And Ayton throws it down.
The big guy going up and trying to rip that rim off.
Here's Butler, and the shot is good.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Now here's Rubio. The pass to Diallo. He kicks to Bridges. Oubre on the wing. Winslow against Bridges. Here's Rubio. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good.
Well, both him and the team seem to be off their game right now, and the frustration is clearly mounting as the clock is winding down.
And how about Butler there with the perfect timing on that putback? You got to put a body on him or you're going to pay the price.
And the Suns making a change here. Baines is checked in. Heat on D. Bounce pass, Rubio. Here's Baines. Oubre outside. Passes to Ayton. Shot clock at 5. Shoots over Leonard. Phoenix no good that time either. With the teardrop, got a hand on it, and they'll keep possession. Gets it to go. That one good from Adebayo. Suns trail by 11. Pass to Baines. The dish to Oubre. Ayton against Leonard. Knocked away. It's stolen by Adebayo. Here's Butler. Tries again. Drops in the layup for 2. Butler's got the lead up to 13 now for the Heat.
Yeah, you look at this run they're on, and you have to give a lot of credit to their effort on the glass.
Here's Baines. Pass to Ayton. And that time, also a missed shot. The Heat leading by 13.
Monty Williams, in his first stint with the Phoenix Suns, was a sought-after hire as a front office personnel member, was with the Spurs before going to Philadelphia, and has been a head coach in the league. Remember his days back in New Orleans with the Pelicans and a young Anthony Davis. So Monty, experienced, and is going to bring that to the desert.
Winslow's shot is off. The Suns shooting just 29% in the second quarter. The offense is suffering. Here's Rubio. Lays it up off the glass. Rubio's got his first points in this one.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
And that experience you're talking about with Monty Williams, it's why the Suns wanted him.
Well, Monty's experience in a lot of levels in this league, as an assistant coach, as a head coach, being in the front office, part of player development. That's an amazing calming influence for this young Phoenix Suns team to grow with.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure. And offensively, he has been a liability more than he's helped this quarter.
Dragic against the bucket.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And it's Rubio with the ball for the Phoenix Suns. It's a 13-point game. The pass to Ayton. Oubre outside. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Baines finds Rubio over Dragic. A second chance effort. That's tipped.
Man, I saw that block coming from a mile away. Winslow really times that rejection perfectly.
It's Dragic with the drive. Good, and the nice assist from Winslow. Winslow's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. So it's Phoenix now. And here is Bridges. He's coming off a 13-point game against Philadelphia. Rubio with a wide open look. Shot clock reset for Phoenix, and the basket is good. 9 points for DeAndre Ayton.
The big man coming with an attacking mindset. That's something for the defense to deal with, and Ayton is dealing.
Dragic the pass to Winslow. Kicks it to Butler. Back to Winslow. Outside Butler. 6 on the shot clock. And Baines pulls it down. Baines has got 5 rebounds tonight.
And we haven't seen them be quite as aggressive driving the basketball, settling far too much for jumpers.
Frank Kaminsky, he's checked in for Phoenix. Devin Booker comes in for Bridges. The Heat also with a sub. Olynyk checked in. Stolen by Rubio. Looking to end his cold spell. Rejected by Dragic.
He's been off the mark, and that hasn't helped them chip away at the lead. It's been a theme here this quarter.
And it's out of bounds to the Heat as Miami retains possession. This break in the game gives us a chance to look at the teams with the most points off turnovers last season. 4th, the Suns.
And this team, in terms of scoring off of turnovers, that became the identity. I mean, they really look to disrupt and cause problems defensively. And boy, do they take advantage on the other end.
Butler finds Winslow. Rebound by the Suns. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Here's Booker. That one doesn't go. Some solid defense from Butler.
With him struggling tonight, they need to find some other options out there to keep themselves in the game.
Here's Dragic. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Kelly Oubre. Well, you watch Goran Dragic play, and Brent, he's so deceptive with his movement both on and off the ball.
Yeah, I think one of the reasons why, Kevin, is the change of speeds. I also add the fact that guys who can handle the ball and are crafty and are left-handed, boy, it's tough on a nightly basis to change up your mindset to guard a guy who you know is going to go left all the time as opposed to right. Trust me, in practice, I had to do that with Manu Ginobili a ton of time in San Antonio. Dragic similar. Great use of speed change.
And that one falls for Dragic.
And the veteran Goran Dragic still producing late in his career. Not the force he once was, but always a source of playmaking and scoring.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Saric checked in for Oubre, and it's Tyler Johnson in for Ricky Rubio. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Well, you look at the career of Dragic, Greg, he's always been a scoring point guard.
Yeah, and as Dragic has aged, he has learned to lean more and more on his outside shot. Even when his first step and speed start to falter, he'll find ways to put up points.
Just 5 on the clock. Suns trail by 15. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket. It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Feeds to Johnson. And that one, good. Johnson's got his second basket of the game.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
27 seconds left in the first half. Now Johnson. 8 points for him. And Saric kicks to Booker. Johnson, a wide open look. Phoenix no good that time either. Waiters for 3. He doesn't hit that one. Goran Dragic firing on all cylinders for Miami. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Jimmy Butler. Jimmy, you have come a long way in this league. When you look at your career now versus when you came in, how different is it?
Much different. I think on the floor, I'm supposed to do a lot more on both ends of the floor. And off the floor, I think it's still the same. People recognize my hair.
Well, it is a unique style, Jimmy. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. Goran Dragic has been the story in this one. He had 12 points, 3 assists, and 1 steal. Kenny, let's start with you. What'd you think about the Heat?
So far, Dragic has dedicated the tempo. He's crafty, makes those hard drives, and he has the capacity to make tough shots.
Shaq, what'd you think about Phoenix?
They relied way too heavily on the three-point shot in the first half. Their long-range game was off. That's my off sound, Ernie. They were off. But they still settle for the outside shots. You got to put more pressure on the defense by pounding it inside and attacking the basket.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks
Goodbye,
for
folks.
joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You know, Goran Dragic has been exceptional here, guys.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Miami leading by 17. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Ayton is out there with Kelly Oubre, and it's Bridges in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Leonard dishes to Dragic, 6 to shoot. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Booker with no one around. Offensive rebound. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Booker's got the first bucket of the third here for Phoenix. Rubio against Dragic. Outside Butler. Now here's Adebayo. Defense right on him. Now the feed to Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Possessing the length and explosiveness to do just that, Leonard looks good when he's taking it hard to the rack.
And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Rubio outside. Ayton up top. He's covered by Leonard. Here's Winslow. Misses from close range.
Now that's how to protect the rim without fouling. Force him into an awkward release and a bit of an adjustment on the layup.
Tries it from 9. Rubio misses.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
And it's Rubio with the ball for the Phoenix Suns. Trailing by 19. Looking to get it going, and misses it off the right side of the rim.
With nobody getting a hand in his face in that painted area, that's a miss he's going to be disappointed with.
And just love how intense Butler is on this end. Looking to shoot every time down the floor. He is totally locked in.
The Suns have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break.
And Devin Booker, where would the Suns offense be without him?
Probably bottom of the league if no Devin Booker slides on that Suns jersey. One of the purest shooters in the league and one of the most phenomenal young scorers that's come along maybe since Kevin Durant.
And it was made clear early on to Ricky Rubio that the Jazz were moving on from him. But Rubio quickly finds a home in Phoenix. 3-year deal for Rubio, who is a good fit with the Suns. Having a real point guard on the team like Rubio should be a huge boost.
No good on that one. Brent, when it comes to moving around in tight quarters without a lot of space, who's the quickest player that you have seen in a half-court set this year?
It's still remarkable to watch where it is that Kyrie Irving can get to on the floor in any sort of possession. It's like he could take, 50 dribbles in a phone booth and find a way out of it spinning around and finding gaps within the defense.
What a handle.
But it's not his handle with just the one hand, right, Kevin? It's about he has an idea of after he does the moves around the traffic, when he gets into the basket, multiple ways of finishing, much like Rod Strickland, who was a tremendous finisher in his days years and years ago. Kyrie's got a lot of that in his game.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. And Bam Adebayo. He just plays with so much energy when he's on the floor.
Boy, he is ferocious on both ends of the floor. Great energy player who can finish in the paint with the best of them. Very quick on his feet and can cover a lot of ground for a player his size.
Heroes checked in for the Heat.
A moment to check out DeAndre Ayton here. He's coming off an excellent season. 10th in field goal percentage, and he did his share on the glass, battled his way into the top 15 in rebounds per game.
And you know, back to his tremendous efficiency shooting last season, top 10 in the league, his dead-eye shooting creates so many opportunities for that offense. Bridges inside the three-point line. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Bridges has got 5 now.
That's a needle in the haystack shot right there. You're not going to hit that one all that often.
Here's Hero. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Over to the wing. 5 to shoot. It's good.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
The Suns have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. And 2 free throws coming up as the whistle blows. He barely missed that one. And with this summer signing of Jimmy Butler, the Miami Heat demonstrating they still can lure star talent to South Beach.
The Heat back on the rise. The Butler signing sets the stage for the summer of 2021 when they should have the cap space to sign another max player.
Sheck Diallo, he's checked in for Oubre. Both free throws good from Rubio.
And, you know, for all the talk about Rubio's passing, I think one thing that gets overlooked is his defense. Both his on the ball and defensive rebounding are very strong for the point guard position.
Here's Hero. Passes it to Butler. Lets it go with a 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. Diallo's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Bridges. Booker trying to free himself up. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Miami leading by 21. To the inside. Here's Winslow. 2 points. That one goes. Winslow's got his second bucket.
Yeah, defense staying with him, and that didn't make a difference that time for Winslow.
Pass to Diallo. Back to Rubio. Here's Ayton. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
Yeah, that's one way to get back into this game. Keep getting him the ball and let him make the shots.
Hero passes to Leonard. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Interesting that Phoenix has gone through all these different iterations since the loss of Hall of Famer Steve Nash, but this young core potentially coming together where they've bookended their front court and their back court with Ayton and Booker.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Well, Brent, looking at the Suns' future, Ayton's development could really determine how far they rise.
I think it's not all on his shoulders, but certainly as a big guy out there, to have a presence on a nightly basis and some consistency is the challenge for DeAndre Ayton. He has all the physical tools and by all accounts has the work ethic to go along with it.
Both good from the line that time.
And one issue for the Heat for years now, inefficient shooting.
Well, young players are learning how to defend, so you need to do that first. But if you can't go down on the offensive end and you can't find ways to dig out of holes by shooting the basketball, you get down 10 or 12 points. defense sometimes isn't enough. They've been the bottom third in points scored for quite a while.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
Here's Hero, covered by Rubio. Nobody near Leonard. Miami no good on that time either.
You could see he wanted to get him back. Sadly, he couldn't capitalize from outside the arc.
And Rubio kicks to Bridges. Pass to Ayton. To the left wing. Here's Diallo. And it's Miami with the rebound. Adebayo's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Hero. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Ricky Rubio picks one up. For Miami, they have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line. That's good from Hero.
And when it came to three-point efficiency last year, somewhat surprisingly, Phoenix was dead last.
Well, you see the overall average there, and it's because the guys who handle the ball a ton didn't shoot it all that well. Booker shot under 33%. So did Tyler Johnson. So did Kelly Oubre after he came over in the trade. So maybe a new offensive system will help these guys find more consistency in that area.
One thing that the Heat have done really for the last 4 years, block shots.
Well, they've had some very athletic big men. You think of Hassan Whiteside, who's moved on to Portland, and now Bam Adebayo. Length on the wings, and of course Dwayne Wade being the best shot blocking 2-guard of all time. That's always helped their defense be scrappy and challenge a lot of shots.
A shot by Johnson, no good.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot, just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted.
Frank Kaminsky, he's checked in for Phoenix. Here's Kaminsky. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And the pass to Diallo. Booker outside. 5 on the clock. And again, it's the Suns missing. The Heat leading by 22. Johnson with it. And it's Johnson picking him up. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Now looking now at the numbers for Johnson. Last season's performance for him. Averaged 7 points per game. 3 rebounds and 2 assists. And every team needs a good backup big to spell the starters. And that's what he brings to the table.
The role consists of rebounding, setting screens, protecting the rim. Anything else he gives you is found change in the couch.
2 shots.
And he makes the first.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
And he can't hit the second. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Phoenix Suns. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And the toughness Saric provides is an important component. A physical, strong forward who does whatever is asked of him.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Free throw shooting, not an area he has worried about at all. How about last year, 88% from the line?
2 shots.
And that one falls from Saric. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
It's tipped and stolen by Diallo. Johnson with it. He's got 8. Booker outside.
Screen coming.
Back to Johnson. Clock at 6. From past the arc. And no good. Now the Heat take it the other way.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Oh, and the dunk by Jones.
Remember, he played the point guard position for most of high school, so Olynyk has retained that vision.
Phoenix has gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Booker outside, and it's the Heat on the break. Here's Hero. Count the basket. Hero's got 8 here in the quarter.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Well, Phoenix shooting just 33% in the second half so far. They need to look at more high-quality shots. Diallo kicks to Saric. Booker outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The 3. Miami grabs the miss. Inside, here's Olynyk. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Frank Kaminsky picks one up. Here's a garbage time question, Brent. Why do some teams leave their star players in the game even though the game has either been won or lost?
Forgetful coaches? I mean,
no, it can't be that.
Well, I don't know if
I mean, if you're leading by 35 points late in the game
and the star player is still in the game, somebody's made a mistake with regards to the rotations. I mean, quite frankly, there's really no reason for guys to be out there at that time. Early on in the season, it might be that the coach wants to start and play with certain guys, but as the season goes on, you just don't see that very much.
Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Phoenix. And so Olynyk nails both of them. Now here's Johnson. 8 points for him. Dishes to Booker. Baines inside. Johnson's there. Here's Saric. Off target with his 3.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Waiters no luck. And for the Suns, they're shooting 28%. A rocky performance for them offensively. Johnson can't hit.
Yeah, it's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
Hero, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Saric.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. So he gets them both. It's been several possessions since they've converted.
And they've got to find a way to change that.
Here's Kaminsky. And that one is off.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough. If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
And it's Jones with the ball for Miami. Down low. Here's Olynyk. He drains the turnaround jump shot. Olynyk's got 4 points this quarter.
I love the compact stroke there for Olynyk.
And here is Johnson. He's got 8. It's hauled in by the Heat. Hero's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Pretty easy right now. Clear out, give them some space, let them get to work.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Sharge outside. Shot's good by Baines. Baines has got 6.
That kind of looks like a predictable shot, one that they want. The defense has to prevent the ball from getting into that sweet spot.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Suns.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And Miami making a change here. Dragic is checked in. The Suns shooting 27%. The offense is just embarrassing themselves. Johnson inside. He's guarded by Dragic. Booker against Waiters. The drive by Booker and the dunk by Booker.
Love the confidence of Devin Booker. When he gets a screen, he knows what he wants to do.
Waiters against Booker. Shots good by Waiters.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another, Greg.
Well, Dion Waiters, the epitome of a player that can shoot you in or out of a game. Very hit or miss night to night.
Yeah, the thing about Dion is he's got a very short memory, Kevin, so he'll continue to fire it up there and try to make an impact in the game offensively. You're either on Waiters Island, where it's full of life on nights where he's hitting it, or it's completely deserted, and there's no point in going.
And really, the improvement as a finisher is noticeable for Kelly Olynyk.
The drive by Booker. Not going to go that time. Excellent D there from Waiters.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
The Suns have gone just 4 of 8 from the line tonight, hoping to move that free throw percentage up a bit.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line, so that's a nice all-around effort.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
And that one falls from Saric. Oubre's checked in for Aaron Baines. And he makes both free throws. We've got 28 seconds left to play here in the third. And Waiters kicks to Dragic. Booker against Waiters. Passes it to Jones. Shot clock at 5. Back to Waiters. Three-pointer. Rebounded by Kaminsky. Kaminsky's got 4 rebounds in this game. And Kelly Olynyk is going to pick up the foul. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. For Phoenix, they have hit 6 free throws in 10 attempts.
Shot.
The first one falls. That one misses. And so it's the Miami Heat leading by a full 31 points at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Right back after this break. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. On the floor for Miami, Haslam's out there with Jones. Then there's Dion Waiters, and it's Okpala in at the small forward. Kaminsky misses.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
They shoot again. And finally, that one's good.
Such a big part of what he does for this team. Just work and work on the boards, generate second chance opportunities, and hopefully convert.
Waiters surveying the D. Brent, we have seen some players refuse to speak to the media. For whatever reason, where should that line be drawn?
Well, there is a role and a responsibility, I think, of every player in the league, Kevin, given that it's an entertainment industry and that people have jobs around this league to tell stories, to have access to those players. Now, every player doesn't want to talk or get into certain things, but their availability should be made and people should have access to them. Look, I don't want to take out the trash every Tuesday, but I understand I got to do it at home. Right. And so players have a responsibility to their franchise to be a voice at times.
I always thought you were terrific with the media.
Well, I appreciate that, Kevin. Maybe that's how I got this job.
And so he hits the technical free throw. Poked away. It's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession. Pass to Carter. 4 on the shot clock. And Jones pulls it down.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
And proving to be effective around the rim. Hachimura leaving no doubt about that one.
For Phoenix, they've gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Here's Carter, and Jones sends it back. In transition, here comes Miami. Jones is running, and yes, it's good.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
One shot.
And that one falls for Jones. You know, Brent, something other major sports do, reseeding during the playoffs. So the highest seeds always will play the lowest seeds. And do you think the NBA should go down that road?
I think the consideration will still be there. I think that conversation is going to happen over the course of the next 2 or 3 years. I don't see it changing in that time, Kevin, but it's healthy to continue the dialogue to the point where maybe we do get there.
Here's Oubre. Excellent D there from Waiters. The Heat have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. The Suns shooting about 26% out there. They need to get a better look. Carter outside. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And that one falls for Carter. And Phoenix making a change here. Diallo's checked in. And so he makes both from the line. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Now here's Waiters. Of course, Dirk Nowitzki spent his whole career with the Dallas Mavericks. We don't see that much anymore, do we? From the beginning to the end with one team.
No, but I think we're going to still occasionally have anomalies like we did with Reggie being in Indiana for the years of his playing career. Nate McMillan was in Seattle for his playing career, now coach of the Indiana Pacers. So there will be times where we'll have that once or twice. It's not going to happen very much, Kevin.
Not in today's
not in
NBA.
today's game, and not
sports.
with what's at stake.
He kicks it to Haslam. Pass to Okpola. Here's Nunn. He's guarded by Johnson. 5 to shoot. Nunn can't get it to fall. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Phoenix Suns. The pass to Kaminsky. Suns moving the ball around. Here's Diallo. That one falls, coming off Carter's feed.
Well, any possession that ends in a shot from that range after a good player and ball movement, that's a good one.
Here's Okpola. Here's Jones. Sweet move. No good. Some solid defense from Johnson. Here's the floater. They get it back. Shot good by Diallo.
Second chances are a great measure of what a team is doing in terms of their effort on a nightly basis, and that was some serious effort there.
Nunn passes to Haslam. He dishes it to Waiters. Floats one up. He's off on that one. So Phoenix will take it the other way. And it's Dion Waiters with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Adebayo is checked in for Dion Waiters. Carter with it. Passes it to Diallo. And here is Johnson. Brent, when we talk about home court advantage, do you feel it's the same as it used to be? It has that same impact?
I do think it's still hugely important, Kevin. It's less important when there's a team that has been together for a long time and has proven that they can take their wares on the road and come home with a victory. But it absolutely gives you a level of comfort as a player to get into your routine, to be at a place that seems familiar. Something deep down psychologically helps every member of that team being at home.
Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Heroes checked in for the Heat. The Suns on offense. A big stretch here going 10-2. Now here is Carter. For 3. And it's Haslam with the rebound.
Well, his shooting this quarter has to be a huge concern, especially when they're behind like this. Can he find a rhythm?
Changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing it all night long.
Yeah, their energy level's been amazing. Battery bar still full, hustling and still working hard out there.
Here's Carter. The layup off target.
Give him a little credit. Take some guts to keep shooting if you're struggling this bad. It's getting a little bit ugly right now.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players reacting. Just, oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it. Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Hero, no good. Phoenix has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Carter down low. It's deflected, and they get it back. And the basket by Kaminsky. Heat have gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. Here's Hero. If you were commissioner, Brent, of the NBA, would you add or alter any rules right now?
Wow. First of all, I think you get to fly on a really nice plane wherever you're going, and you get to go to any game you want to.
Yes.
So sign me up
with
for that
courtside
job.
seats, by the way, too.
Add or alter any NBA rules. I think the game is in a pretty good place right now, Kevin. And there's not much that I think is out there for us to change.
It seems like All-Star Weekend and the length of the season seems to be two pretty prominent things that continually come up.
Yeah, and as far as the question, I guess my head was going to things that are on the floor.
I was thinking that too, but I couldn't think of anything that really...
On the floor, it's tough to figure out something that could be adjusted. And I know Adam Silver and David Stern before him, all of their concern mostly is about
the game,
the optics of the game.
Yes, yes.
And right now, it's in a pretty good spot.
It's very pleasing to watch, there's no doubt. The first free throw is good. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Phoenix. Both shots good from the stripe. And for the Suns, they're shooting just 30% from the field here in the fourth. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
So the wing on the left. Johnson outside. Pass to Jerome. Beyond the arc. Shot clock at 6. Sinks the three-pointer. Jerome's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Nunn. Brent, you know, the NBA not the only league with great players and great play. Talk about some of the other prominent leagues around the world. There's some terrific competition.
There's some great competition overseas in the Turkish leagues. Some very good players that play in the Russian league. There are some great players who are coming out of Australia, and we're actually seeing players now skip playing in the G League to go down to Australia to start their development and professional careers. So when we talk about the world game, Kevin, we're not joking around. It's a very real thing, and we continue to invite the best players that we can find, and they come from all over.
Heat on D. Johnson outside. Just 5 on the clock. Baines passes to Carter. Here's Jerome. Offensive rebound. Here's Okpala. Pass to Hero. The dish now to Haslam. Kicks it to Jones. Now the pass to Nunn. His three-pointers off the mark.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
Knocks it loose. Haslam the pass to Jones, and Jones slams it home.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Passes it to Diallo. Here's Baines, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Here's Nunn. And the contract structure for NBA first-rounders, 2 years guaranteed, 2 years of team options, qualifying offer. Brent, should we consider changing that up?
I think it's working pretty well, Kevin. I think every front office is out there trying to find players out there that are giving you value beyond your contract. And that happens a lot when you're a team that has a first-round pick, 1 through 10, 1 through 20, and you hit on a draft choice. You potentially could get 3 years, and sometimes 4, when you have incredible players coming into the league as their first year, changing franchises around. But a player that's providing way more value than the contract that they're getting at that time. So I don't see that changing much. It gives teams a long enough time to evaluate the talent coming in.
It seems to be working.
It does, and the players that prove it are looking at the calendar saying, could I fast forward 3 years? Because I really like to cash in on what I'm doing for you.
5 on the clock. Here's Hero. That one wide left.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on you.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Heat.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year, actually their 5th win on the year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Jimmy Butler.
Just active on defense, little things like clawing and scrapping and tipping passes and contesting shots. Came up with a lot of steals.
First one falls for him. He hits both from the stripe. There's 49 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Here's Hero. Fires for 3. The rebound by Johnson. Here's Jerome. Defended by Jones. Here's Jerome. And the Suns miss again. And guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
Nunn passes to Okpala. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Jimmy, you have become a star in this league, big part of the team. Have those expectations put more pressure on you individually?
No pressure. I think I'm gonna do what I do each and every night. I'm not gonna play well every night, but I just gotta focus on me, this team. Can't worry about the outside influences.
A real leader, Jimmy. Thank you for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. See you later.